Alright, so I have two videos to make, both YouTube system related. Number one, it's just how YouTube has changed really. Like, we all know about the death of animations, the death of AMVs. We all know the rise of top 10 videos which are all suspiciously above 10 minutes and, you know, just not that much information and just stuff like that. And there's two main things that have made me think about the state of YouTube again lately. It is the recent news about about how monetization is changing for smaller YouTubers. You know, the baseline for monetization has raised once again, meaning that smaller channels cannot monetize, meaning that by the algorithm they aren't gonna get the same boostage because YouTube wants to profit, so they're not gonna monetize they're not gonna advertise videos that's not gonna make them money, so that further hurts the smaller channels, and noting that you need views to get shared about more. Yeah, like the snowball effect. There's a larger and larger barrier for entry, and there was already the thing of, alright, 10-minute videos daily. Of course, some channels have survived even despite this, but that's a topic for another video. The thing that's really interesting though is YouTube's negligence. Like, has anyone heard about the pedophile rings? No, I shouldn't laugh at that, that's fucking horrifying. Like, this got swept under the rug, or rather overshadowed by other news. But, like, I mainly found out about this from Peter Day, who, you know, again, algorithmically didn't really get recommended to me quite that much until a video like that just, you know, gets more views because it's more shocking, so it's gonna snowball, and oh shit, it's appeared on my fucking recommended, like subscriptions are fucking supposed to. Yeah, but actually, yeah. So of course, YouTube doesn't actually fix issues until it reaches notoriety. Like, we saw this with fucking drama channels. They stayed out of it until, oh shit, this is actually a fault. Why can't I speak? This is actually affecting our public image, so we'd better bring in some new rules. And the rules became so vague that basic criticism or just mean-spirited jokes can be considered harassment under YouTube's rules, and, you know, it's not allowed in that. That caused a massive uproar, but, you know, they didn't fix it. And then of course, when the extremely bad videos came along, you know, the racial ones with all of the advertisements, which came right after the fucking PewDiePie thing, after Wall Street Journal got rise to, maybe we can fuck over YouTube, because, well, they seem to have backed out of something that's making them a lot of money, aka scare PewDiePie, YouTube Red Show, something that the site's trying to push a lot. Let's see if we can go further and thus shine the spotlight on the fucking racial videos, which everyone's been pointing out, especially oh yeah, it is Hee production. Is it? Yo, fuck it. H3H3, not hee. For fuck's sake. H3H3 pointed out quite a lot of problematic videos, we will say. Like, you know, some pranks which raise racial issues, some pranks which exploit sexuality, and, you know, just the prank videos, we all know about them. So then with that, YouTube then has to step in like, oh no, we're gonna demonetize them. This new monetization system. And, well, we all know about the broken bot. And let's just talk about the bot. Like, we all know how accurate fucking content ID is nowadays. There is very, very little content that isn't striking than that, and thanks to content claims, you can still have those videos viewable, just monetized by someone else, but some companies will flat out strike them and take them off the platform and fuck your channel over a bit. So with that, it's just, yeah, and that's only because it's been trained for years. It has a shit ton of fucking data, and, you know, it just learn as it gone on. Yeah, and stuff like, I think it compares already manually claimed videos to the content that it has, and then it scans through like, oh yeah, this is similar to this, so maybe if we take this bit, then we put it here. Or it's literally just watching through the videos with the data, and then, oh, this plays similarly, oh, and it lost the 0.001 of a second that's required to claim, so it does. And of course it's not a perfect system, like Benatori got fucking hit for it during one of her animated segments, so that's fun. Yeah, and, you know, it's just that shit. But even now, the system is just broken. Recommended videos just recommend you what they know that you'll watch, so it's literally just, oh, you've been binging this one thing, let's just recommend you only this thing. Or, you know, you only tend to watch these YouTubers, let's only recommend you these YouTubers. It's not like you have hundreds of subscriptions you might also want to keep up with. And, you know, I have to go in and manually clear out my subscriptions every now and then just so I get more diverse viewing. And, you know, another problem is the watch time thing. It makes it, other than just killing off animations, it's not really user-friendly either. Because instead of going for retention rates, which is, oh, you're skipping the outros, let's fucking remove them. It's, no, let's just put in as much filler as we can to keep the children here. What happens is just, there's just too much to watch for an audience member to keep up with, so it kind of stagnates the audience. People normally come into the site, search for one thing, they find something that they like, they'll subscribe to it, and then that's producing like 20 minutes let's play footage every day. Alright, and then, oh, there's someone similar, click that, subscribe, 40 minutes, and then an hour, and then hour 20, and then before long, they only have like 10 subscriptions, and yet they're getting hours of content every single day. They physically cannot keep up with it, so then they get bored, and then, they just stagnate. And that's just shit. Speaking as a YouTube viewer, I don't want to be recommended the same YouTuber over and over and over because the content is very similar because it's in their own style. What I would like is to easily be able to find new things. And, well, Emplemon. It has some weird spelling, but it's basically Emplemon. He's a YouTube pooper / commentary channel as of late. And he's been making quite a few videos about YouTube systems and that. And was beginning with fucking why Behind the Meme is absolute trash. Yeah, so from that video, he's been talking about, oh yeah, all of the stupid business decisions, like, maybe we should put someone who has no experience in video at all in charge of a online video service. Like, I think Wojcik, Susan Wojcik is just, she has degrees in marketing and history, of all things. So, obviously she was hired for the marketing system, and that's reflected in how YouTube works as of late, because, they don't care about the quality of the service, they care about the perception of it. YouTube only steps in. YouTube only steps in when they are getting negative press about something. Peadophile rings on YouTube, now let's just leave that on here because who fuck cares? We need to keep pushing YouTube red. We need to keep pushing the fucking YouTube rewinds that don't fucking pay anyone to actually create a good brand image for outsiders. Let's see. Battery's about halfway. So it just leads to some really absolutely bad bullshit, which instead of fixing problems as they go like the system used to, like remember Reply Girls, it was like, alright, these channels are using the video response feature and tag spam in order to rack up views for this very shitty couple-minute content about them just talking about a video that they liked. So let's make it so that we stop using tags for the most part for recommending. Let's use a watch time system to get rid of the couple-minute videos of the Reply Girls, and then let's get rid of the video response feature to stop them from having an easy way to be able to copy the tags and to ride the views of a viral video. And that worked. And that was actually a good change. Sure, it did fuck over many people, but it did address an issue while it was an issue. It's not like, say, the Paul Brothers, where it's like, alright, let's just keep promoting these two fucking wackos because PewDiePie said a bad. So then they keep promoting them more and more, but they don't actually double check the videos, which leads to them having way too much leeway. So then, and it's not like YouTube actually checks the channels that much, as we plainly know. So they do a scandal well, it's not even much of a scandal, it's just a fucking retarded decision. It's a fucking view-hungry, retarded thing. Like, hi dog. Yeah, but, you know, nobody thinks let's film a dead body is advertiser friendly. How even in the video he was like I'm not gonna monetize because, well, it's probably gonna get demonetized anyway. So, you know, there is that. Which means, yeah, they get into quite a few scandals. Well, they got major notoriety which fucked everyone over. And that's the big problem with YouTube as of late. It's unresponsive and its main focus is marketing when it's not an advertisal service. It's an entertainment service. Sure, it does make money off of advertising. That's the main way it makes money. But the thing is you need to keep up a good brand image. It's not all about promoting YouTube Red, which if you want to promote it, make it available in more fucking countries. But anyway, the thing is, the channel, well, the site is mismanaged. There's my first YouTube video from Susan Wojcik. Why? Like, it's not that it's a bad video. I never bothered to fucking watch it. It's on principle that you put someone on top who has no idea about the service, about public image. Like, you can watch a fucking Tomska video. In fact, yeah, on Tomska's response, why can't I think today? With PewDiePie's response to Bobby Burns' video about manipulation in those very sad videos, he actually goes into depth about, well, maybe not extreme depth, but he talks about how YouTubers are very brand imagey and, you know, they have to make things look more sincere because most people expect them to be fake. So changing everything to show that this isn't just another lol funny video, look at me, jump cut. It's more slowed down. It's more just one continued shot with very somber lighting to show, hey, this is a sad thing, take me seriously. And, you know, if that's just from one of the users on a site who started as a fucking teenager, just making bloody funny videos, like, you know, he's grown into quite the fucking comedian in my opinion, but, you know, just, if a user on your site can learn about how to run a business off of the site using brand deals in videos, using fucking, like, you know, how to optimize titles, how to optimize thumbnails, how to keep things fast paced, to keep audiences engaged, and just stuff like that, really. Why not just get the YouTube community to take charge? Oh wait, they tried that, it was called YouTube Heroes. But, you know, that was more of a filtration, moderation thing rather than a fucking take charge of this fucking website and all of our business decisions, because every single year we get a new fucking scandal. Like, oh my god, in the first week of 2018 we had fucking dead body from our public image person on our fucking trending page. Holy shit, we don't know how to manage our site. And it's not so much that it's bad that it got onto trending. Like, no, I don't expect that much because trending is an algorithmic thing. Not that YouTube should have shitty algorithms. They should just... We can't really expect them to have manual checks because what YouTube does really is just... Well, the Paul brothers were just pretty much allowed free reign. They just didn't get any checks at all. YouTube tried to make them their big person. My problem is that they tried to make them the face of the website without recognising the fact that they probably aren't the right people to be the face of the website. Like, I mean, PewDiePie has been doing a much better fucking job representing the site, and that was after the fucking nigger during the live stream thing, which I don't even think is that much of a big deal, speaking as a white guy who's edgy as fucking hell. Like, ow the edge, I like Shadow the Hedgehog, let's blast up fucking rock music. Nah. The thing is he understood that it was a bad thing and it was a spur of the moment thing where you don't really think properly. You're just like, yeah, fuck you, I shot you, bitch. It's more of a, alright, so let's arrange a video where we go into the suicide forest, find a dead body, we film it, we get a thumbnail shot with the fucking dead body, we edit the fucking video, and then we upload it, remembering to turn off the monetization for our fucking child audience. No, there's a big difference. And the fact that the PewDiePie controversy... Actually, no, the fucking Logan Paul controversy is far bigger. And yet far smaller at the same time. Like, you know what, that's probably just because I've gone off Twitter, so I haven't really seen it. But noting that there are people talking about it outside of online somewhat, yeah, it's gone quite fucking large. And honestly, that's quite a good thing. I want YouTube to get into more controversies so they step up their fucking game. It's a miracle that Susan hasn't been sacked at this point. Not that I want her to lose her job. It's just... she clearly isn't qualified for her job. She's good at marketing and history, but you know, yeah, marketing and history. So she's put in charge of an entertainment thing for a new industry. No, that's literally the opposite of her strong point. So all that she really knows is marketing, and that's reflected in how much they've been trying to push things. Let's market Logan Paul to be someone to be the face of our site. Let's fucking promote YouTube Red. And how can we increase our budget for the YouTube Red advertising that comes from Google, actually, because Google gives YouTube a budget to do their shit. So, you know, let's just create shitty algorithms to police the site, which clearly doesn't work because an algorithm needs to be trained first before it can fucking do anything. It's not just this thing that's automatically good. It's this thing that learns from experience, and it has the intelligence of just a random number generator, and it gets a score back. You are correct or you are bad, and then it has to learn from that information. Just change its approach so it's no longer random. It actually prioritizes things that gets a positive result, while randomly changing itself to see if those random changes are worth keeping or if it should revert back and then change something else. It's a fucking algorithm. It's a fucking intelligence that starts off as a pre-baby. And you expect that to be working day one. No. And when you put an untrained AI in charge of people's ability to make money, no. Just no. What should have been done if YouTube wanted to have a automated monetization system is hire actual fucking people to collect examples. Like, I know, voice samples of people saying nigger. So all videos which say nigger don't monetize this. But every video and blacklist these lists of things which have lists of examples for you to learn the similarities between those examples, and that similarity being the rule, and you search through all of the rules, and if it doesn't match up any of those equivalents, then it gets monetized. But instead, they did do that, but instead of getting training data and training it up for months on a supercomputer so it can reach a human level, no. They just let it loose instantly. What the fuck is wrong with them? I get it. You want more money. You want automated systems because they're cheaper than people, because people cost minimum wage, and minimum wage is more expensive than electricity and a already built computer. I get this. We all get this. But when you're in charge of people's livings, you need to take into account these fucking factors. If you don't think of the factors behind anything. No. Sorry, I heard another door knocking, I thought it was mine. Sorry, Jess. But anyway, YouTube system is shit. And it's all converged into a marketing thing. How YouTube videos themselves are fucking brand deals. But yeah, because of that, it's just, the site is shit. It's just gone to shit nowadays. But then why don't we move over? Well, I've been watching an anime analysis YouTuber a bit. Unique something. I know, one of the videos that I've watched is why you should pirate anime, and it talks about the problem with Crunchyroll or Netflix or Amazon Video or stuff like that. Like, you know, how they're basically successful because of people's guilt for wanting to support the industry, so they don't try to compete. Like illegal services don't, well, pirating sites, if I can think of words. Pirating doesn't have exclusivity deals. If you're gonna pirate Bleach, you don't have to pay a service just to find out that the service doesn't have bleach. It's like that, really. And then the services don't have any exclusive features at all. Like, I mean, some let you comment on stuff, I guess. Some can leave their ratings. But it's not like anything that a pirating service can't do. So there's very little incentive to pirate. In fact, well, very little incentive not to pirate, especially since they have to give a monetary thing in order to get anything out of it. So, yeah. And that's the type of thing I think about YouTube. They're making enough money, or rather they don't have any direct competition, because all of YouTube's content is exclusive to YouTube. That's the big problem. And many services try to compete with YouTube, like, you know, remember Nostalgia Critic, and yeah, like Nostalgia Critic basically jumped site to site to site to site, trying to find somewhere that they can basically call their own, but all of the sites just can't compete, even when buying out specific people, because generally YouTube gets more views. So the only way that changing service will help you in any way is if the service itself pays you more than YouTube ever could. And that's not really too helpful for the service, because unless you're like your PewDiePie size, where you get millions of views at a time, you're probably going to cost more than just uploading YouTube videos on your own YouTube channel would be, rather than owning a site and not having to split it with the owner of the company, and not having to split the pay between a middleman, aka YouTube in this case, because that's all YouTube is nowadays. Everyone hates YouTube. Rightfully so. I'm going to turn the light on, it's getting a bit dark in here. That done nothing to me, but it's probably done something to video. Let's check. That does practically fuck all. I'm going to leave it off for power reasons. Because power costs money, and frankly, I want all the money I can. Yeah. Actually, how much battery? Oh, I gotta charge it up for next video. So, I don't know. YouTube is just a middleman at this point. And as a middleman, they want to make as much money as possible, and they want to advertise themselves to be the best that they can. The problem is the industry it's in. Online video, independent creators, uncensored content leads to quite the shit show. Because if you're trying to censor out people and only support, well, if you're trying to rig a system which is based upon viewer trust, you're probably not going to want to make that service completely you probably don't want every single person to be able to make a YouTube account and upload whatever the fuck they want and monetize it willy-nilly, because then you get a mass of videos pointing out your site's fuck-ups. So you try to create a service that basically gates out those videos. Like, those videos are going to be more likely to swear because they are angry, and swear words help convey emotion. So whenever someone tells you that something's a bad word, say, "Fuck you! These angry words express my anger. Is it bad to be angry and let it all out, or let it just stay inside me until I crumble into depression and fucking commit suicide?" That's probably a bit extreme, but you get my point. I know, Jasper. I'm fucking mental. But the point is, yeah, it's just a bad idea. And Google needs to put in place different employees, because clearly the current management is leading the site downwards. And it's not even just that YouTube is becoming more and more popular with the mainstream, and yet it's profiting less and less and less, and the backlash is getting more and more and more. The audience is growing, but audience satisfaction is shrinking, and the site's reputation is also shrinking despite the popularity still growing. That is bad. That means that it's not just people are migrating from TV onto the internet, and YouTube is the only place to go. And the thing is, YouTube makes its money off of advertising, meaning that they want to attract advertisers. You can't do that with a bad image. If Google, the ultimate way to save the site from eventual bankruptcy, because it will happen, they have to raise the bar higher and higher in order to be able to spread advertisements out evenly and to raise advertising rates to a point that's semi-sustainable, because less people to advertise it to means less options, and less options means you're less likely to find cheaper ads. If the ad rates start at, say, a full 10 pence for like a PewDiePie video or Logan Paul or whatever, probably not either of them nowadays, noting their reputations lately, though PewDiePie has been coming back, and it's bad when the fucking person who got into two controversies last year has a better reputation within your user base than you do within your own user base. It's like, I mean, people defend PewDiePie. People don't defend YouTube. And yet all of the people who defend PewDiePie and don't defend YouTube all use YouTube. YouTube shouldn't have a bad reputation amongst its own user base. Like, for outsiders, yeah, it's going to make sense why. But, yeah, that's just it. Google needs to change, to force YouTube to change direction. Entirely wipe the board of management there and hire people on YouTube. Or at least get them to come in and recommend changes. They may not, like, YouTube will need some kind of leadership, but wouldn't it make more sense for the people who are successful on YouTube to pick someone from Google's ranks in order to lead YouTube? Like, I doubt that many YouTubers want to be inside of the business side of YouTube. But I think most YouTubers at least want a say in how YouTube is run. So them just being able to know who is in charge, or choose out of the selection of higher ranking Google employees to migrate over to YouTube management, would be a pretty good idea, because the YouTubers will know what YouTube needs, or at least what their own needs are. And that's why I'm saying YouTubers and not Google, because YouTubers know what YouTubers want. So YouTubers will want a way to be able to control what they want. So whether it's to give them more views, what they're going to want to do is pick someone who is able to create a system where their videos get recommended more and they make more money. So they need someone who's good with money. They need someone who's good with creating solid algorithms, who can create, which can do things predictably, which may be bad for growing YouTubers, but just pick a variety of YouTubers from a variety of genres. Hell, even just let a few smaller people get in on it. Just get an electoral board of people who use the service, who want to make as much money as possible on that service, to all vote on something, on someone, to run the site properly. Is that a permanent solution? No, it could be even worse. But it could be so much better. And at the very, very least, we need someone in charge who is able to avoid scandals at the very fucking least. We need as little controversy for the site as possible, and leadership which allows paedophile rings to occur, get pointed out by the community and still not fix it. Fuck. Just fuck. You have the prank videos gaining notoriety, you have the reaction videos gaining notoriety, you have the fucking commentary videos, the drama videos, and then of course the recent, oh yeah, the face of the site does something fucking retarded, whether it's film a dead body or forget the fact that they have cameras watching them every single moment of every single day, so they say one bad word in a context that isn't even that bad, and, well, isn't even bad at all, it's just some retard saying racial slurs over fucking game chat because they're fucking 5-year-old. Yeah. We need better YouTube management. That's... oh, the bar hasn't gone down. Yeah. We just need people in charge who are fucking competent. That is all. Yeah. Goodbye, Suncrafters!